there exists a demon spirit known by different names across different cultures and civilizations that has lived for eons and even outlasted the Nephilims. These ancient demons are feared by even the bravest and strongest of men, for they prey on their victims in the dead of night when they are left defenseless by sleep. This spirit is of two variants. The male variant is called incubi, while the female variant is called succubi, or succubus, in plural form. A succubi is a female demon with supernatural power that appears in dreams to seduce. Welcome to yet another enchanting episode on our channel. In this episode, you will be exposed to this mysterious creature that has fascinated even the most studious of demonology scholars. But before we proceed, we invite you to like and share this video. You might also want to subscribe to our channel for future updates on new videos. This channel promises amazing content not found anywhere else on the internet. So take a few seconds to like and subscribe for more. If you have done that, let us proceed on this enchanting tale of terror, mystery, and revelations. If you are quite adept with spiritual lore, you may have come across literature about succubus. This subject has been investigated and reviewed by experts of spirituality, psychoanalysis, and demonologists. Even priests and sacred scholars attest to their existence, and they are very difficult demons to wage war against and defeat. This is because once any human gets entangled by them, it is often difficult to free such a victim from their vice-like grip. There are diverse arguments about their true shape and form. Some scholars argue that the demon is sexless and only transforms into a male or female version, depending on their victims, while others opine that they are actually of male and female sexes. The male is called an incubi and the female succubi. For the purpose of this video, we will use the singular and plural form, succubi and succubus, interchangeably. Ancient religious text depicts a succubus as being malevolent and terrifying. However, in modern representations over the last 100 years, they have been depicted as beautiful enchantresses rather than frightening demons. However, the consequences of their actions are widely regarded as being traumatic in general and even fatal in some cases. Etymologically, the name succubus is derived from the Latin word succuba paramour, which means to lie under or beneath, meaning sub-under and cubere, to lie. The reason for this term is quite clear. It is used to describe the being's implied sex position or its victim's sleeper position. However, over the next centuries, and particularly in the 14th century, the English term succubi became widely used to describe the demon, despite the fact that the original meaning used to be an earth wanderer. Where did this demon come from, and how did it become a tormentor of men over countless generations? To understand the origin of this demon, we take you back to the Jewish treatise of Mysteries of Zohar and Ben Sora's text alphabet. According to these scriptures, before the creation of Eve, Adam once had a lover or wife called Lilith. The writers of these texts, dating thousands of years, claim that Lilith was the first succubi and one of the mothers of all succubus. Along the line, there was a split between the couple, and she left the Garden of Eden never to return. What caused the split remains unknown, as the sacred texts do not make this clear, but it appeared that their split was acrimonious. Having left Adam and the garden, she became entangled with one of the fallen angels, Samael, who eventually became Satan after the fall, and they had sexual relations. However, in the Book of Zohar, Lilith was not the only succubi to mate with Samael. The book reveals that 4 women, or female entities, mated with Samael, who became the 4 original queens of demons. They are Lilith, Nama, Isheth Zenunim, and Agrat Bat Mahlat. These female demons and their offspring became the incubus and succubus of later generations. In another video, we explore the mystery of the incubus male demon, so do check that out. A succubus demon is known to take the shape of a sexually attractive woman at first glance, but at a closer look, they tend to have physical deformities and other inhuman qualities like serpentine tails or claws. In some ancient folklores, they are said to engage in cunnilingus, with vulvas dripping of urine and other fluids. While they are not the sirens known in ancient Greek lore, they have similar forms. There are thousands of writings by priests, rabbis, and shamans chronicling the existence and activities of these strange spirits. It is on record that rabbis like Abate and Hanina Bendosa tried different means to curb their activities over men. Furthermore, researchers argue that not all succubus are malevolent. Some are actually favorably disposed towards their victims and help them thrive in the real world by using their powers to guide them. A case in quote is recorded in the satire of De Nugis Curialium, according to author Walter Mapp. This text reveals that Pope Sylvester II, who reigned in the Vatican in 999 AD to 1003 AD, was involved with a succubus named Meridiana. It is claimed that this spirit helped Sylvester greatly as he rose through the ranks to become Pope. Eventually, the Pope confessed to his unholy union and repented before he died. While the Pope remains the most high-profile victim of succubus, there are countless tales of many victims throughout history to validate their existence. A succubus is able to reproduce after mating with humans, and according to the Rashba Kabbalah school, all the demon queens who mated with Samael begat children, except Lilith. But other legends dispute this, as they claim the children of Lilith are referred to as Lilin. In Heinrich Kramer's Malleus Maleficarum, published in 1486, the author throws more light on their identity. In his work, Heinrich claims that during sexual intercourse with men, a succubi will extract sperm from her victim, then use the same to sire children. Their children were called cambions, who were born with deformities but susceptible to metaphysical abilities. In contrast, King James disputes this argument, claiming in his book Demonology that angelic creatures were incapable of siring children on their own. Instead, they resorted to two methods. One way was to steal the sperm of a dead man and insert it into a living woman supernaturally. If the demon could extract the semen but could not transport it to the host on time, it goes cold and becomes ineffective. The second method, according to King James, is the idea that a dead person could be possessed by the demon and brought back to life to have sexual relations with a living woman. This account is also highly disputed, but it is a belief still held by many scholars. As for their appearance, they vary just as much as hell demons, so there really isn't a single appearance attributed to them. However, they are said to be very attractive women with alluring, inhumane qualities that capture the imagination of their victims. They have bat-like wings and may occasionally appear with spaded tips, snake-like eyes, hooves, or horns. Once they appear in the dream, their victims become enchanted and are unable to get their image out of their minds. This enchantress charms the man and causes him to fall in love, a feeling that lingers even during wakefulness. After establishing a strong connection with him, they gradually drain him of energy for years until he has nothing left to give, and eventually, he dies. Due to their countless victims and their appearance in different cultures, they are blamed for almost all nocturnal sexual activity. They rarely visit during the day, only at night when the victim is in deep sleep and cannot resist them. In Arabian mythology, they are called Karina, with origins from Egypt in the pre-Islamic era. They sleep with their victims through dreams and cannot be seen by humans unless those who have the gift of second sight. A possessed man cannot marry, and if he does, the Karina will be enraged and harm or even kill him. In Africa, different tribes have various names for them, and victims are said to remain exhausted due to extended length of intercourse after waking up. Most victims claim to have experienced a spiritual attack and hasten to appeal to deities for divine intervention. Indians also have a name for them called Yakshi. In Indian lore, this seductress appears as a fair lady, draped in an all-white sari with very long, flowy hair. She inhabits lonely road paths, and having died at the hand of a man, she seeks revenge on all men who cross her path. Particular tales of her existence are retold in the Kanjirotu Yakshi and Kalinyankatu Nili tales. Victims experiencing succubi attacks are advised to seek divine intervention as quickly as possible, as they hamper physical and spiritual growth. They may experience recurring ailments, struggle financially, and in worse cases, death. Those who survive may never marry or have fruitful relationships with women. Due to their vengeful spirit, they are known to kill their victims or attempt it if they marry or are planning to do so. This is why even the bravest of men fear this ancient seductress that has plagued many throughout history. Thanks for watching till the end. We hope you have liked the video and hit the subscribe button, but kindly do so if not. Until next week, guard your heart, stay alert, and be gracious.